this. If you are born or raised or living in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, make some noise. Where are the Dallas people? I came in from California. Don't boo. Don't boo. Don't boo. Don't boo. Come on, I voted. For Kelly Clarkson. Let's go. Yes, I'm an audience woman comedian for a bunch of TV shows. I was working for Kelly Clarkson in New York City, but it's daytime TV. So I have to watch my mouth. So I can't say words like pussy. You say it as well. Come on. Well, it is International Women's Day. So give yourself a So you're about to see a bunch of old white dudes in a row. Let's go.
Thank you, sir.
Dallas is fun. Real people, give yourselves a hand. Real people live here. Real people with real jobs. Dallas is way more interesting than I thought. Did you know the frozen margarita machine invented right here in Dallas, Texas? The frozen margarita machine, yes. Imagine how many babies have been born because of the frozen margarita machine. Also, liquid paper. Who's old enough to remember liquid paper? Right? You would use it to correct some mistakes. Right? Or, like my student friends, they would sniff it and then make mistakes. That's how I test the audience's age. So we were like, what the fuck is liquid paper? White out, yes. White out. That was my nickname in school. They're like, there he goes, white out. Also, the first ever ATM receipt printed in Dallas, Texas. So if you were broke, you're like, okay, I don't like the ATM machine. I actually would like Trump to sign an executive order to fine people who say ATM machine. Yes! Right? Because the M already stands for machine. You sound like an idiot when you say it. Hey, did you get some cash from the automated teller machine? You should be fined. But my favorite thing, Microsoft, Pacific Northwest company. But do you remember Clippy? Yes. The animated paper clip that used to go up on the screen, invented in Dallas, Texas. So give it up for you, Texas. Give it up for Dallas. No food, California. The California-Texas Union is going to happen. We're going to do our own state. We're going to pick up an old and New Mexico in the middle, add it to the bunch. We're going to do it. I'll tell you a little something about myself. Unfortunately, I just ended a 15-year relationship. Yeah. Don't feel bad. The relationship wasn't mine. It was doomed anyway. Relax. No, I just finished my 4th year of being single. I graduated with a bachelor's degree. I graduated with honors. Magna cum laude. That was for a new. She wasn't ready. I'm in town hosting an aesthetics conference, ladies and gentlemen. And a bunch of people are in the house. I see some familiar faces that aren't moving. Are you entertained or not? Are you frowning? What's going on here? No, I've had my face lasered twice. Can you tell? You can?
Make sure they can see.
I was just in New York City and this younger lady asked me my age. She was like, how old are you? I was like, 47. She goes, no, you're not. I was like, look, I'm a grown man. I'm not going to lie about my age. She goes, oh. I go, I'm going to lie about liking Wicked. And she goes, you don't like Wicked? I was like, I love Wicked. And then she gave me the worst hand job I've ever had in a hotel lobby. It was the worst. It's like that moment when your key in Vegas doesn't work at the hotel room and you're like, that's what it felt like. Where are the married people at? Where are you? Married people. Oh, nice. Usually married people do this. Single people? Y'all are bitter. Wow, bitter about being single? You having trouble meeting people? Yeah, do what I do. I'm dating a real estate agent. Met her on that dating app, Zillow. All you gotta do is pretend you have enough for the down payment. I don't. I do not have. But it's kind of like a date. Oh, what would you do with the extra bedroom? Give you a tour. Are you guys on the dating apps, the single people? You shouldn't be. You shouldn't be on. It's terrible. They're dangerous. You know the guy who created Match.com? Lost his wife to someone she met on Match.com. Yeah, stay off of that one. But I've got single friends who are like, I'm having trouble meeting people. It's not hard to meet people. Just do what I did on the way here. Uber pool, everywhere you go. There's somebody else in the car, and a driver, you got somebody to chat with. They're going in your direction too. You're having trouble meeting people? Do what I did. I invested in a really nice red polo. That's all you need. Put on a red polo, go to Target, and randomly help people in the store. No one's gonna check you. When you leave Target, go right out in front of the Verizon store. Same shirt, works. Oh, can I help you with this? iPhone 16s, come on. Or State Farm, I'll help you with your insurance. What do you need? What do you need? I was single for so long, the flight attendant was like, who were you with? And I was like, T-Mobile. T-Mobile. I'm getting older, I'm looking at 50 soon. And I always like to try and find my people when I'm out in the crowd. I like to find old school people who were born before 1993. Make some noise, where are my people? Who were born before 93. You might be wondering why 93, okay? Not because that was the year Bill Clinton did a little mess on a dress. That's not why. But that was the last year that we had our freedom as a species. Because at the end of 93, they let us on the information superhighway, and it's all gone downhill from there. Right? And if you're like me, you're old school, and you were born before 1985, when Back to the Future came out, the best movie ever in the world. Everything else has been shit since then. If you're old school like me, raise your hand if you had a pager in high school. Yeah? Drug dealer, drug dealer, drug dealer, drug dealer, drug dealer. Not a doctor. Eller. Who paid a late fee to Blockbuster Video at some point? You're like, you're lazy, you're lazy. You killed Blockbuster, not Netflix. You did it. All you had to do was be kind. Good job, class. Yeah, because I grew up when kids were tough. 1986, in elementary school, teacher rolled in the AV VCR combo unit thing on wheels. You remember that? Made us watch the Challenger shuttle explode live on TV. And then gave us homework. Kids are not tough these days. That's where I'm going. We had it. We had metal playgrounds, real steel from Pittsburgh. Anybody ever get injured on a real metal playground? Yeah? On the merry-go-round that was supposed to be fun, but it was the wheel of death. And then if you got hurt at school when I grew up, the school nurse's only remedy was to tell you to lay down and put a brown wet paper towel on your forehead. That was her. I was like, I sprained my ankle. She's like, you'll be fine. And the school nurse, there was no certificate on the wall. She wasn't certified. Who was this lady? Nobody had any idea. Yeah. Here's what I'll tell you. My godson's 9 years old. He was trying to tell me about his favorite band, the Foo Fighters. You guys like the Foo Fighters? Yeah. He was trying to tell me the Foo Fighters lead singer, Dave Grohl, was also the lead singer of another band called Nirvana. No. And to school him, right? Because we all know the lead singer of Nirvana is dead. But yes, Kurt Cobain. But he says to me, well, you know what, Uncle Jay? You can tell I don't have kids by the smile on my face. Uncle Jay, I don't really care about that band, Nirvana, because they played way back in the 1900s. Does that make anybody feel old? Yeah. Right? The Titanic sank. We might have landed on the moon. And grunge rock in the 1900s. So that's supposed to make you feel old. This will be the icing on the cake. Anybody ever have a Sony Discman? Yeah. With the skip protection? That item just landed in a museum.